If your teenage daughter was diagnosed with autism years ago, or even recently, this video is for you. Having a diagnosis is one thing, but knowing how to support your autistic daughter through the teenage years, that's a whole different challenge. Autism in teen girls looks different than what most people expect. It's not the hand-flapping, toe-walking stereotype. It's a girl who seems okay at school but melts down at home. It's a girl who masks so well that no one sees her struggle. Here's what I wish more parents knew, and why your daughter might need support you're not even aware she needs. The first thing you need to understand, autism was historically studied in boys. Most research was done on males. But autism in girls is different. Girls are more likely to camouflage. They learn to hide their autistic traits. They study neurotypical girls. They copy social scripts. They perform normalcy so well that no one sees what's underneath. Researcher Laura Hull found that teenage girls have the highest rates of masking. They're experts at hiding in plain sight. This is why girls are diagnosed later, often not until adolescence or even adulthood. They slip through the cracks because they look normal. But here's what nobody talks about. Masking is exhausting. The energy it takes to be someone you're not all day, it depletes mental health. It leads to autistic burnout. You might see your daughter seem fine at school and then come home and fall apart. That's not drama, that's unmasking. That's her finally being safe enough to be herself. What does your daughter look like when she's fully herself? Let's talk about friendships, because this is where things get complicated. As kids become teens, friendships get more complex. Social hierarchies, group dynamics, drama. For autistic teen girls, this is overwhelming. Here's what research shows. Autistic girls often prefer one-on-one friendships over large groups. One close friend means more than a dozen acquaintances. Your daughter might also have friends of different ages. Online friendships can be easier because they're more predictable and less sensory overwhelming. But there's something else you need to hear. Autistic teen girls can be vulnerable to exploitation. They may struggle to read social cues. Talk to your daughter about healthy relationships explicitly. Teach her what manipulation looks like. Create safety, not to scare you, but to prepare you. Here's something that surprises parents. Emotions can feel bigger for autistic teens. Their brain processes sensory and emotional input differently. This is related to alexithymia, difficulty identifying and describing emotions. Up to 50% of autistic individuals experience it. Your daughter might know she's upset but not be able to name anxious or overwhelmed. She just feels bad and can't explain why. Neurotypical teens learn emotion regulation implicitly. Your daughter may need it taught explicitly. Visual supports, sensory tools, predictable routines. Don't just say calm down, give her actual tools, breathing exercises, a quiet space, movement, her special interest as a regulator. Identity development is harder for autistic teens. Who am I is hard for everyone. It's harder when your neurology affects self-perception. She may also be processing her autism diagnosis during these years, which brings a range of emotions. This is important. Autistic teen girls are at higher risk for anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. These may look different than you'd expect. Irritability instead of sadness. Food rules as a way to control something in a chaotic world. Puberty adds complexity. Hormonal changes increase sensory sensitivity, emotional intensity, and anxiety. Periods may be particularly challenging. Sensory discomfort plus interoceptive differences means she might not recognize pain signals until they are overwhelming. Sleep is another issue. Autistic teens often have more sleep problems than neurotypical teens. Poor sleep affects everything: mood, behavior, learning. Physical activity matters, but find what works. Swimming, dancing, hiking, yoga. Individual activities often suit autistic teens better than team sports. If you're parenting an autistic teen girl, see her. Not the mask she shows the world, not the performance, her. She's autistic, and now you understand a little more about what that means for her specifically. You already did the hardest part. You saw her. You got her diagnosed. You're here learning more, and you're doing better than you think. I see you.